I'm tired of it. It's not true. It's stupid, and it's a lie. Like, welcome to the third episode of the MI podcast. I am extra excited for today's episode because this specific episode was a request. So I'm super excited to get into it, answer the questions you guys have. I'm so thankful you guys are sending in messages. So send in yours and maybe yours will be on the next episode. This episode is, am I getting played by him over text? Let's get into it. I feel like I'm a really good person to talk to about this because I was just in a relationship where it was majority text because it was long distance. So my credibility for this is honestly pretty solid, and I think that you guys should definitely listen if you're struggling with texting somebody and wondering if they have feelings for you. Making an effort to see you. Is he actually making an effort to see you, or is he just trying to get you to go see him? Meeting in the middle. So if you guys are meeting in the middle, it's okay. It's fine, especially depending on how far away you are. Like if you're in one state and he's a completely different other state and it works best for you guys to meet in the middle, that's valid. But if he's living like anywhere from an hour to like maybe 3 hours away and he's trying to get you to come see him, he's not interested. He only just wants you for when he wants you. Because in order to tell if he is 100% into you, he will make an effort to come see you. Like guaranteed, he will make that effort to come see you. Real men will do anything to go to the girl that they like. So if he's not making an effort to come see you, he is not interested. It's just how it is. Also, I want to make it clear that I'm genuinely talking about him coming to see you, not him being like, oh, I want to come see you, let me make plans to come see you, and then he never does. If he's not actually doing it, it doesn't count. If he's like, oh, I want to see you, like, oh no, you shouldn't come see me, I wanted to come see you, but he's not actually doing it, then like that's literally pointless. Like, anybody can say anything. It's the actions that matter. It really is. That's so stupid. It's pointless. Plus, they always have time. Mind you. Like, every single guy has time. Also, this isn't just for long distance. This is for close distance, too. If you guys are, like, typically texting more, say you live 20 minutes away, but you guys are usually texting, but he's not really making an effort to come see you, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. Like, they should be going out of their way to 100% come see you. And if they don't do that, they're not interested. You should be going to see them, but this video specifically is on how to tell if they're interested over text. And if they're texting you, but not coming to see you, then that shows that over text they are not interested. Okay, moving on. Everyone is on their phone at least once a day. And I would argue that, especially my age, they're on their phone most of the day. And they should be texting you back. And whether you guys are texting on messages or whatever, you guys can decide what you want to text on. Like, they are getting that notification. And they should be responding to it. If they're not texting you back more than once a day or often throughout their day, then they're just simply not interested. And say that their work requires, or like their school maybe requires them to be off their phone, then okay, you have to have a little bit more grace for that. But at the same time, there are still times where they go on their phone. Like, if they just aren't making any effort to go on their phone to text you when they low-key kind of can, or if they just can in general, then they aren't interested. Even if a guy typically isn't on their phone, they'll go on their phone to text you and make sure that you're responded to. So, like, if you're like, oh, like, they're not texting me back because they're not on their phone, maybe that's true, but that's not an excuse. They should be on their phone to text you back. Period. Also, I would argue if they're not on their phone often, then when they do get their phone, they should be saying you like a quality text. It shouldn't be like a, oh, SRY, I was busy. Like, no. They should be sending you a quality text being like, hey, I'm sorry I didn't respond. I am super busy right now. I'm at work. My boss won't let me be on my phone. Oh, my teacher won't let me be on my phone. Like, I'm thinking about you. Like, just something. Like, something quality. Maybe not like I'm thinking about you depending on how early it is on the talking stage. But, like, something. I don't know. Like, something that kind of gives you a little more, like, affirmation where it's like, okay, that makes sense. You know, like, they are actually busy and they can't text me back. Is he being excessively dry? Is he only sending you messages that are, like, one sentence or one word? Or anything like that. Like, those kinds of messages are very self-explanatory on if they're interested or not. Like, you need to be very aware, because then you'll save yourself time and mental capacity. Because once you notice that they're being dry, you're going to be like, okay, they don't care, and then you'll move on. You know what I mean? Like, if you just keep going on and on, you're kind of going to make a fool of yourself and then waste your time. So don't do that. If they're being dry, they don't care, they're not interested. And if they are interested and they're doing that, just low-key don't waste your time because he doesn't sound like that smart anyways. So it might not look, he just might be dodging a bullet, actually. Okay, another thing, this goes for literally all ages. If he's above the age of like 13 and he doesn't want to call or FaceTime you, even if it's for a short period of time, because I know guys, and especially like as I've grown up, like I've been through like the stages of how different guys are, and some guys don't really like to FaceTime or call. And like that's fine, but at least for a little bit. I feel like they would want to if they were interested because they want to talk to you. Like guys get like that. They get super attached and obsessed in their heads. They might not act like it, but they actually do. And they want to talk to you. And so if guys don't want to talk to you or they don't want to FaceTime or call, even if it's for like a little bit, regardless on if they enjoy FaceTime or call or not, that shows that the other aren't interested in you. Because I think, in my opinion, that for all ages, guys will at least want to call or FaceTime for a little bit. If not for a long time, but at least for a little bit. So in my opinion, if he's not doing that, I don't think he's interested in you over text. Because if he's not actually calling you, then he's literally just stringing you along. Like, I feel like personally, even if you flip the roles, if I was talking to a guy and I never wanted to call them and I was just texting them, I'm not interested. Like, the guys that I'm interested in, I would want to call. I don't know, that's my opinion. I would never, if I didn't care about somebody, I wouldn't call or text them. So it's like if they're being dry or not wanting to call you or text you, I think that's like self-explanatory. Like, think about it for yourself. Like, would you do that? No. So they probably aren't either. Okay, I feel like this one is pretty well known, but it's important and it's true. So is he only texting you or calling you at nighttime? Because that is so like world known for being basically a side piece, booty call, whatever you want to call it. I can promise you that if you're only getting messages at night, he's not interested in you because he'll be texting you throughout the day. There's no, oh, I'm sorry, I was busy all day. No. No. I'm tired of it. It's not true. It's stupid, and it's a lie. Like, no, you're not. You're not busy all day. You're not. Maybe you had a busy day, but I know you were on your phone. I know you were on your phone. So it's like, make sure that you're being aware of that kind of stuff, because that's the kind of stuff that will low-key manipulate you a little bit, and you'll be like, oh, like, he was really busy today, he wasn't on his phone. He was on his phone. So, like, maybe if he had a really busy day, be understanding of the fact that he may have texted you a little bit less because of that. Again, he should still have, like, those quality texts saying that he's busy and that he's, like, thinking of you or something. But still, he will be texting you throughout the whole day, not just at night, if he's interested in you. I promise you. If you're only being texted at night, it's for a reason. He doesn't care. He's not interested, and he doesn't care. Moving on. Love bombing. Love bombing is essentially where somebody shows you an excessive amount of love and then randomly drops you. This is basically a manipulation tactic to get you hooked in so that you're obsessed with them and attached with them. This is where the I can fix him mindset comes in, because you think you know the love that they're capable of because of that and what they showed you and how they could be, but they actually can't really be like that. They just know that it's a thing and they use it to manipulate you. Run. These kinds of talking stages typically tend to last like 3 weeks, because you think they have a good heart and you think that they'll actually treat you right because they did at the beginning, but they actually aren't going to, ever. They're never going to do it. They only wanted you so they can grab you in. What they want out of this is to have you as like a hoe so they can string you along and use you at their disposal. You should be very aware of this being a possibility at the beginning of your relationship. This is incredibly difficult because it's this easy to go and date people, be like, wow, they're being so nice, this is amazing, and then completely forget that they're like low-key love bombing you. You know what I mean? Like, relationships that are gonna last should start with like niceness and like good vibes and blah blah. It shouldn't be like, wow, 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 he's amazing, 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 amazing. And that's a red flag, because they're probably love bombing you. My best friend gave me really good advice, saying that you should have 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out of the door, suggesting that you should never close off love, but you should never put all your eggs in one basket at the beginning of a relationship. If you put all your eggs in one basket when you first meet someone, regardless of if they're love bombing you or not, that is always bad, and it will end poorly regardless of that situation. Because no matter how old you are, every single person knows that one bad experience with a love or something like that could literally ruin your entire life and change your mindset on love forever. It has the power to affect how you meet everybody in the future. Because say something happens one time that makes you not trust somebody, or you're like, okay, I was played so hard when somebody loved me like this before, and maybe it won't actually do that to you, but it has the power to. It is so easy for something like that, in a romantic sense, to change how you see the next person you meet, and then the next person you meet, and then the next person you meet forever. Okay, moving on. Is the person that you're talking to only talking about themselves, or are they asking you questions about you? And actually like, oh, how was your day? Oh, like, that's great. No, like, they should be asking you in-depth questions about yourself, showing that they actually care. Because what is the point? If they aren't interested, they won't ask you those questions. But if they are interested, they'll ask you those questions because they're going to want to get to know you because they like you. But if they aren't doing that, then they're not interested in you. There's no reason that a man that's interested in you wouldn't be asking those kinds of questions. Of course they will. Like, okay, this is my opinion, but hear me out. Men should never be asking you for money unless you're literally married. Let me explain. If they're like, oh, I want to go get this car, like, can you give me money for it? No, stop. Like, oh my gosh, wrap it up. Like, they should never be, or, oh, I want to go shopping, like, can you pay for my blank? No, that's not, no. That's actually bad. That's not good. Like, that literally shows it all, that, like, actual, like, men would never, ever do that. No. Genuinely no. Like, literally ever. That's not, you're not their mother, you're not their financial support, nothing. I don't care if they have no money. You don't get it. Like, that's not how it works. Like, if you want to give them money, or you want to by your own choice and desire, then okay, so be it. But like, if they're asking you for money and you're giving it to them because they're asking you for money, and you think it's because they're interested, think again. They're not. They're using you for money. Period. Also, I also want to specify that when I say this, I mean exactly what I said. So, for example, if you're in a relationship and you guys are constantly eating out together, constantly going and doing activities together, constantly doing all these things, and like they're constantly paying and spending thousands of dollars so you can do it, I think that it kind of gets to a point where you should maybe kind of want to pay for a couple of things too. I still think that the man should be paying for most of it, but like I said, if you guys are constantly going out and doing stuff, then maybe pay for it once or twice. Like, that is okay. I think that's valid. I don't think the man should be spending their entire paycheck on you, because that's not right. That's wrong. So in those situations, I think that you should pay a little bit and whatever. But I'm talking about, like, actually, like, funding him and, like, giving him money to, like, go get food or go get this or go get that. It's like, what are we doing, chat? Like, lock in. Okay, another thing that guys do that is literal proof that they're not interested is pushing everything back. Like, for example, you'd ask them to hang out, and they'd be like, oh, like, I'm busy today, tomorrow we should hang out. And they're like, okay. Tomorrow rolls around, and then they're like, oh shoot, I forgot I had this. Like, maybe like 2 days we can do it. And then you're like, okay. And they just keep pushing stuff back. They are not interested at all. Like, I actually promise you, like, if they aren't wanting to hang out or not making time to hang out, no, they are not interested. And all of these, by the way, every single thing I've said is confirmed by guys. Like, I asked, and this is all 100% true. Like, guaranteed. This isn't like, oh, I'm a girl, this is what I think. Like, no, like, this is literally, all of this is facts. This is all genuinely true. So, if it's hard truth, I'm sorry, but hey, we all have to find out somehow. Another thing that I have is if they only use Snap, and I don't think that necessarily means they're not interested, but the reason why I have this is because I was talking to a guy friend about this episode, and he said that, and so I'm wondering if that's true. I mean, if he says it and he's a guy, it probably is, but I feel like that doesn't mean they're not necessarily not interested. I think it's just like a maturity thing. So that's where I stand with that, but I thought I'd let you guys know that from a guy's perspective, it's said that if they're only using Snap to text you or message you, then they're not interested. Because I guess his reasoning is that Snap is unserious, which it is. But I don't know. I also think it depends on your age. Like, I think if you're older, like 20 plus, using Snap only, then they're probably not interested and they're probably just using you. But I think when you're younger, them using Snap is more of like a trend and like what everyone else does compared to when you're older. So I think maybe if you're younger and you're into somebody who's using Snap like pretty much only, but they're like still texting you, responding to you a lot, then I think that means that they're interested. But if they're older, only texting you on Snap, only using Snap, then they probably just are living the single life, you know what I mean? They're probably not actually interested. That is all I have for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that you can take something that I said and apply it to your talking stages to know if they're interested or not. And keep standing on business, know who you are, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next episode. Bye.